Hey guys, I just wanted to do a quick video on Bitcoin and the current price action we have going on. Uh, Yesterday, when we were looking at it, when I was looking at it, I was talking with Jeremy, and we had some nice action off of the 50 here, but it broke down pretty quick after, and then broke down into this bottom part of the bull flag, which we're hoping is a bull flag. My caution is here. So we were unable to reach the top of the flag on this last run, and we obviously hit it at the bottom of the flag on this part. Um, Most of the time when we see multiple touches on a trend line, whether it's a horizontal or a diagonal type of trend line, the more touches you have, the more likely it is to break through. So what I am going to be watching is this guy here moving up to the 50. And what I want to see it do is break the 50, test it, come back up, hit the top of the triangle again, and move through for continuation. What I don't want to see is break up to the 50, especially break up and then back down through and then retest and come down. That's ultra bearish. If we do that and come down through, I imagine we're going to be sitting down into the 20s for a awesome buy opportunity. So I'd watch for both of those scenarios within the next, within the next day, the next 24 hours. We should see this come to fruition. If this does break down at the 50 here, and we see that pattern, whether it hits the 50 and doesn't break through because it's resistance, or if it goes up and then back down through and then off it again, and we notice this trend. So this current trend line is going to come this way. So if we come up through, down, and break that, something like that, definitely is bearish. We want to go. I'm not going to sell spot. I won't be selling spot for a long time, but I will be opening a short. Is the moment I see confirmation that this is a breakdown, because what we'll probably see is once the breakdown comes through, it'll hit this lower trend line, come back down, and then maybe retest the trend line again. But then we're going to see a pretty quick free fall, I would imagine. And if we look at, let's look at some quick stopping points here. If that does happen, oops. So if we have, let me get on the daily here so we can get a little bit more. So again, we've got this fib level here, which we've already, from the top to the bottom, we almost hit the 50. I would definitely think if we break this, we're going through the 50 and down to the golden zone at minimum. Looking at that 26, mid 26 range. Let's highlight that here. 26.8 all the way down to the 26.2 area. But then we look at, so from the all-time high breakout to the next consolidation was this point here, 23.87. I will probably be putting bids for sure if we break down in this area and this area. And then depending on what we have on reaction on the 50 here, because we could come into the 50 and definitely jump back up. I won't be putting bids in here, just because my first initial feel is we're going to head lower. We might get a decent reaction. Something coming off here, react up pretty quickly. Looks like it's going to change over. Might get a little consolidation and then break down into this area. And then the same here, consolidation down. Then we'd want to see big consolidation up, maybe a little inverse head and shoulders, and then back up here, and then we kind of move this direction back up again. So kind of a game plan here. I'll clean up this chart. I'll post it as well. But again, watching that 50 MA, which is sitting around the 36 to 3200 range for a bounce back or to a breakdown. We might not even make it there. We might just roll over right here. But I mean, there's still a lot of buying going on, and there's still a lot of bullishness. So I am not selling spot. If we break down from here in the 20s, I might sell spot at that point in time, because that would be pretty ultra bearish coming down off of all-time high, going below that. Then we would look at a point in time that I might be looking to sell my spot, and then re-entering back low. Because if we break that there, we're at least going 18 range, probably further, because there's going to be a lot of capitulation if that goes down, because there was a ton of people that come in after. So, all right.